Well, hello, everybody, and welcome back to another joyous MiceChat Live. The seasons have changed, the pumpkins are all but gone, and we are about to celebrate the spirit of the season because Disneyland is becoming more magical by the minute. Almost all of the holiday decor is now up, and we're going to take you through Disneyland and California Adventure, where Cars Land went from a honkin' Halloween to the most, I don't even know what do they call their holiday celebration in Cars Land? We're about to find out because we're taking you from one end of the resort to the other. I've got my walking shoes on. It is a nice, crisp, not quite chilly, but definitely cooler than it has been evening, enough for me to wear a leather jacket. And away we go. Today I am joined by Ando back there. Smile, Ando. We have Suzanne right over here, Miss Know-It-All, who will help us get through. And then we also have some friends from San Diego with us, and we are headed off to Disneyland. We are right here on Matterhorn Way. The light is fading fast, and we are about, hi guys, you made it here just as we were starting, so good to see you. We're here at Storybook Land for a reason. Hello, Teresa Corey. Storybook Land has an opening date of next Friday, the start of the Christmas season. I believe that's the 14th of November. And Storybook will be returning with some tiny surprises. Tangled is being added, and we know that the tower from Tangled is coming to the attraction. Suzanne, how important is this attraction to you?
I love Tangled. It's one of my favorites, and I was highly disappointed that it didn't get nominated for Best Animated Feature because there weren't enough animated features released that year.
Oh, that's sad.
Yes,
but
so I'm excited for
they're
this.
adding it here. For years, I thought they might give us a Tangled ride in place of where Pinocchio is, but I'm happy to see it coming to Storybook Land.
Yes, and also it's going to have two different songs playing in Storybook Land. So in the daytime it will play one song, and at night with the twinkling lights it'll play a different song.
That's nice.
Yeah.
At last, I've seen the light has got to be one of them, I imagine.
The nighttime one.
Monstro is looking really good. Look at this. He's kind of got a dark blue hue. And Suzanne, you noticed on our way over that Monstro winked at you.
He did. He's a big flirt.
Worse than me? Look at that. It really does look great. I mean, that's a picture right there. Monstro used to also blow water out of his blowhole. We haven't seen him do that yet, but I imagine that that's coming soon. All right, we're headed out. We have an agenda, a very important agenda, and a lot of miles to go before we sleep. It is definitely going to be dark. We had daylight savings change, and therefore it'll be darker, an hour darker on this podcast than it was last week. On our farewell video to Mike,
that was appropriate, right? Like, now that he's moving, the light has gone out.
Yes, the light has gone out, but I assure you, we will do our best to spark a new flame, and you will see Mike, plenty of Mike, because he is going to be covering Walt Disney World for us, including regular Walt Disney World lives. How about that? So we're bi-coastal. Quick scan of Fantasyland before we leave it. Looking pretty, but not very Christmassy because they just don't decorate Fantasyland for Christmas. I've always thought they should.
Yes.
With all of these Germanic and old world buildings, it sure feels like the perfect place to have a kind of Christmas festival feel to it.
I mean, the only place you get that is in Storybook Land because they decorate for the holidays in the tiny villages.
With the little tiny wreaths and the little tiny trees. What we didn't hear about today was whether or not Casey Jr. would be reopening on the 14th. I'm guessing it will, but I would have thought that the press release they put out this morning would have mentioned both, but it focused on Tangled. When we get over to DCA, we'll talk about Festival of Holidays, Cars Land, some of the smaller details over there. A few pumpkins still up here and there in the resort, but not many. They did their best to pull Halloween down on Halloween night this year, which is surprising. Halloween was on a Friday. By Saturday, most of the pumpkins, including Blinky on Main Street, the big giant Mickey pumpkin, and the Headless Horseman, poof, gone. And then just 1 week later, not even a week, it's only been 8 days.
Yes.
Christmas is up everywhere, but there's one thing missing from the Christmas celebration so far this year, so we know it's coming. The Christmas trees everywhere haven't gone up, and I think that's interesting. They decided to get the decor up first, but the trees, which are really the icon of Christmas in each of the parks and hotels, those have not gone up yet.
I saw the Disneyland Christmas tree backstage when I was on the tram last week heading out, but I didn't see it today.
Interesting. I meant to take the monorail in so I could look for it, and then I forgot. Big Thunder Mountain is something that we're going to walk by here because Big Thunder Surprise reopened last week. Seen a lot of stuff written online. You know how influencers like to pretend that they've discovered something new and everybody's saying they saw something new in Big Thunder. But we can confirm for you there is nothing new in Big Thunder. They have fixed some things, so maybe if some things feel new to you, it's because they'd been broken for a while. Some of the fog and mist and water effects that had over the last months and years broken down are fixed. A lot of new paint. Some things have been fixed on the backstage side of the attraction. Safety-wise, it was mostly a safety refurbishment. We are not headed into Galaxy's Edge. There's nothing to see back there, folks. Nothing to see. We have seen lots of characters out today, surprising number, particularly in Avengers Campus. We saw Woody and Jesse on Big Thunder Trail here, right where we are now, earlier today. By this time of night, not a lot of characters out this time of night, Suzanne. You ever notice that? It's really a daytime thing.
Yes.
So if the lighting looks weird here at Big Thunder, it's because the attraction is currently down. So not because of refurb, but because it's just broken. And it has been broken for hours. Cast members standing out front to explain to guests. So that's why we see work lights on. Yeah, things like reskinning the goat, replacing broken rocks with the new ones. Those things are refurbishments type things. It is, I'm not going to call it crowded today, but it's busier than it was last week. And I think that this month has a few days that are $104. I don't know if today was one of those days, but those days are always going to be more crowded. So we are expecting each of those $104 days to be pretty busy for Disneyland. They have been ratcheting the prices up year after year on the high end. We're now well over $200 for a one-day, one park on the busiest, or not really the busiest days of the year, but the most in-demand days of the year. But the least expensive day is still $104 and has been for a very long time. And I think people are taking note, because if you can save over $100 just by selecting which day of the week you're going to visit, and you have a family of 4, that's over $400. It's a huge savings.
You can eat.
Oh my gosh, this view. This view that they don't have in Florida anymore.
Daniel was looking on the calendar for today, and today is sold out.
Can you believe that they drained the river in Florida and got rid of this, the wilderness? Because this is magic.
Yeah.
Our Kiki and Luca's wondering when the Magic Keys will sell out, and I wish I could tell you, but that's something that is almost impossible to predict anymore. We thought all 4 Magic Keys were going to go on sale last week, and instead it was just 2 of them, and neither one is sold out yet. You never know with Disneyland. And you noticed that as soon as they put the new keys on sale, they had been sandbagging park reservations, and certain days that had been sold out, all of a sudden there was availability.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of latitude to do all sorts of things. They also frequently make park reservations day of. So sometimes you'll wake up in the morning and find there are park reservations because they have opened up something. So either they unlock it for cast members or they unlock it for key holders. And lots of things right now available for key holders while we're over here. Suzanne, you picked up a special key holder gift today. It is a poster of Main Street. It's really a celebration of a Christmas Fantasy Parade. And over here, there is a little lenticular card. And you can see it makes the soldiers dance there. Each week you'll be able to get a new card and put it slotted into the thing. So there'll be 4 of them across. There. So it makes it look like the parade is going by.
So they're only available Monday through Thursday?
Just Monday through Thursday.
Yes.
And they're available in a location in downtown Disney, and then
at Wonderground in downtown Disney.
And where here?
At Disneyana.
And then over at DCA.
Kingswell.
Kingswell Camera, right there on Buena Vista Street. I did pick up mine today. There was 0 wait. I couldn't even find the location. It turns out the lady at the cash register, she had to wait in line to like you were buying something, and then she was just handing it to people. Horrible setup, but there was no real wait. It's one person buying something in front of us. But had they had a long line, that would have been frustrating. Now we're making a decision. Last week we showed you New Orleans Square and Toontown, so we're skipping those 2 this week, and we're taking you out through beautiful Frontierland, which looks great right now. The lights have come on. It is a golden glow here in Frontierland. Oh my goodness, our Kiki sending us some love. Thank you, Keeks. I appreciate you. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Sadly, I wish I could tell you there was a wonderful holiday show inside, but there isn't. There isn't even a piano on stage right now. When we were in there earlier to check things out, there were only 2 tables with guests in it. So that big, beautiful space should have entertainment, but not for a while. I think we're going to need some new management of Disneyland to get better entertainment.
I know, so many empty spaces where entertainment used to be.
It's frustrating. This is lovely. Seems like there are a little bit more lights this year, so they may have invested in some new lighting. Pretty. No pumpkins in the Halloween tree. No, some of you are wondering, that is the Halloween tree. Pumpkins are gone, replaced by garlands all around. Would be fun if they could hang vintagey ornaments or something in that tree, since we're so used to seeing it decorated.
They might not support it.
The shooting exposition over there. Ando. In his robin egg blue Disney Cruise Line spirit jersey. I think you were with us when we got that.
Yes.
Yep, I remember shopping forever for just the right shirt. And one last look at Frontierland as we go. Pioneer Mercantile. Very nice. I like the rustic look of Christmas in Frontierland. I think we'll take a little pit stop on our way out of the park, as the castle is, it's just about done with its holiday overlay and icicles and snow, and let's see what it looks like at night. Of course, they're not doing snow show yet or any of those kinds of things, so it's possible that the lighting is not on, and it is not on. There's just some blue lights, but no twinkle lights. Does not look like the icicles are lit. But just walking towards it, doesn't it feel like it's 10 degrees cooler?
Yeah.
It could snow at any moment.
I'm ready.
And I'm looking forward to getting over to DCA and talking with you about the holiday food offerings this year. Because one of the main reasons to come here at the holiday time is for that festival of holidays, the entertainment, the food, the merchandise. And this year it looks like all of that's going to be a little more scant than it was last year. Still definitely going to be worth it. But we'll take a look at some of the booths. All the signs are up and see what we think. There's lots of people taking pictures here, so we are not going to linger. I don't want to ruin anyone's photos, but I want you all to enjoy the majesty, the magic, Disneyland holiday magic. Side view here before we head down Main Street. Where we're going to go behind these folks.
Okay, I'm trying my best, but low-key they're really
Beautiful.
If you shine a light on me,
Is it not? I could stay here all night, Suzanne.
Yes.
I won't because we have places to go, but the sun has all but set over the trees to our left. The castle with its beautiful pink and blue glow, snow-capped rooftops. All of the caps look to be on, and most of the finials. I think we're all but done on this castle. It's ready for Believe in Holiday Magic.
The split on the main rooftop bothers me, though. Right above the window, the stained glass window.
Yes,
See that line that goes down
I
the middle?
do see it. And there's another one on the back of the castle that's even worse, where there are 4 seams in one spot, and it's very noticeable. They used to try to blend that in, but harder and harder for them to do. Those rooftops are not new. And every year they pull them off, they get a little more warped.
Just that the rooftops have seams that
Oh my
look
goodness.
broken or
2 children have been
no,
raptured.
Stitch and Angel.
The rapture's come, but only 2 people were taken. Debbie says the castle is gorgeous, and we couldn't agree more. It is a beautiful castle. Very, very little holiday magic in Tomorrowland. There is a version of Space Mountain floating around out there that includes Santa in his jet sleigh being projected in the mountain. It's never been used here, but did show up for a while at Walt Disney World during their Christmas parties, that I kind of would like to see happen here.
That would be awesome.
Some sort of a rock and roll Christmas song and Santa and his reindeer with space helmets on, jetting around in there, just for fun. Maybe even some snow, space snow.
I think it should start with Ghost Galaxy, and then Santa jets out of...
He saves you?
Yeah.
Saved by Santa once again. Now, have you seen any of the holiday offerings for Jolly Holiday or any of that?
Yeah, the same, like the Thankmas sandwich, which is always good.
It is good.
There was nothing that exciting that caught my eye. Like, usually there's a few things I want to try.
If you go to the front page of MiceChat.com, we have a holiday guide with links to our food guides, and our Christy Weinberg did list out all of the holiday offerings this year. And there are, of course, a lot of offerings, but fewer than in the past. They seem to be cutting back a little bit on Christmas foods. Long line. Look at this long line to have your photo taken on Main Street with the castle in the background. Photo pass photographer. But you know why? There are fewer photo pass photographers, so I think now the lines are longer for the ones that are still around.
Probably.
They had a huge cutback in photo pass. The hours, the number of people, and the locations So it's a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, that's not the best place to have a crowd gather.
It definitely means they can't run the main street vehicles.
Or when they do bring the vehicles out at the end of the night, that means there won't be photo pass?
They'll have to move them. Or I bet they cut way back at the end of the night. But some of the poor PhotoPass photographers are getting as few as 4 hours a week on their schedule, which is Disney's way of forcing them to quit so that they don't have to do a layoff. They did lay off 100 people a little over a week ago. Most of them salaried cast members, meaning manager, supervisor type of people.
I wonder if there will be more during, like, closer to holiday time, because it seems like last year, right around the holidays,
Yes.
people got let go.
The holiday pink slip. What could be more magical? Suzanne, this is driving me nuts. I have to point it out. I know I have before, but it's been weeks and it's still there. But Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs came out so long ago. March. This film came out in March, and they still have this poster up. There have been so many movies since then, so many films with better merchandise that you could buy in this very store. And now it's holidays, so I'm hoping they fix that.
And it says only in theaters, so it's not like it's, oh, watch it on Disney Plus.
Which you can. They didn't even update the information. You're right. That's cute.
That's a nice train.
Nice new window with a dimensional train in there. The new candy cane or peppermint Mickey fuzzy pullover zipper. Look at the cute bedazzled skirt for a little girl. See the sequined with peppermints. So this is obviously the peppermint collection.
I like that Olaf.
And the Mickey Mouse peppermint balls, the hat, the backpack, a lot of peppermint items. Love it. Merriest place on earth. You see all of those items inside of the store. And then another line that is sweaters and classic vintage. Look at the vintage Mickey. He's like a 1950s style Mickey there.
That bulb necklace, though, those are ginormous.
This one, is that new?
And it has
I've never
Mickey
seen that before.
inside of it.
Huge
I think that's
Christmas
stupid.
bulbs. I don't know, people like, ostentatious things. Let us know out there, are you pro giant Christmas bulb necklace or against? Give us a thumbs up or a sad face.
I mean, I'm sure it's pretty when it's lit up, but like to wear that around my neck, I think it would bother me.
Well, just for that, that's what I'm getting you for Christmas.
Dang.
You're welcome. The globe light is still up in Walt's apartment, but eventually they will replace that with a little miniature Christmas tree in honor of Walt and Lily. Ando wrote, bigger is better. Is it? Or is it how you place the tree that matters? I think that it's time for us to leave this park. I'm smelling popcorn. As you see, there's some burned out light bulbs on the train station. Last year at this time, it was all scaffolded up, but they were rushing to get it done in time for candlelight. So it's been a year. Time for a lot of bulbs to burn out on the building. I would like for them to fix that. You could snap some pictures of the burned out bulbs there for me. I would appreciate it, because dignitaries and the heads of the businesses Disney needs to approve Disneyland Forward projects, they will all be here for candlelight this year. And you don't want them sitting there for an hour looking at burned out light bulbs. So we will share those pictures as a community service on Monday. We're just trying to help Disneyland executives not get fired. Here at the front of the park, it's pandemonium.
Wow, busy
Busy, busy, busy. I've never seen so many people just lingering here in the front. There has to be a reason for it. And Suzanne, let's just mention while we're here, this is the key portal, you know, for those giant plastic keys. Inside, they have pins. They sold out initially, and then the stores have just been filled with them. People haven't been buying them. Well,
Yes.
now there's a new version
Yes,
with
gold-
new keys.
Gold-plated pins.
They're gold, yes. All
Same
right.
Same key, same giant key. It's
Yep.
just a different
So the
pin
key
that
itself
be
will
on
look
top.
exactly the same.
Yeah.
Okay, it's loud, and we're gonna move. Everywhere we went, these kids are swarming us, so we are just going to get out of the chaos. They were swarming towards us. I just want to show you all what's happening here. So it is so busy at the front of the park. Never like this, right? Because people go into the park and then they want to head to Main Street. Thank you. Escape. They're escapees from somewhere. The land of misbehaving children.
It would have been nice if they put snow on the music box.
It will, yeah, or anything. There's a very nice comment here that they shouldn't be replacing the bulbs for the dignitaries. They should be replacing it for the regular guests. And while I absolutely couldn't agree more, everything they do should be for the regular guests. We know that what motivates them is the fear that they're going to be embarrassed in front of Bob Iger and dignitaries and people like that. So that's the way we shame them into doing things that we want them to do sometimes, to frame it in a way that gets them motivated. So yes, they should be doing the right thing all the time, but we know that they won't. So they do have the red lights on the front of California Adventure, but not the Festival of Halloween holiday sign. But on the back side over there, and I should have shown you earlier, they do have the snow up right over there on the top of the Disneyland gates. We are making great time. We're 30 minutes in and we're already park hopping. You all are getting your money's worth on this show tonight. What's the shortest line? Take me to your leader. Here we go. The world is a carousel of color. But whichever line I go to is guaranteed to be the longest. So we're almost there. Let's see. Here we go. Somebody has my ticket, I hope. And I keep getting messages saying that Disney Vacation Club
I don't know
is
why
having
it always pops up. Last week it did too. That was from events they held in September.
Yes, months ago, but I keep getting notification on my phone that there's some sort of Disney Vacation Club thing. Debbie says we're moving fast. I hope that's a good thing, Debbie. We're trying to cover as much ground as we can today. We don't always make it to DCA. It's sort of an afterthought. All right, we're next in, so hang in there, folks. There we go. In we go. We're in. Got to keep moving before they change their mind. Wait, we let Dusty in again? Who's supposed to be at the front gate to filter out this miscreant? Oh my goodness. We got some love from Daniel, who is following us, and he left us a huge tip on the show. He's just behind us in line, I think. But here's DCA. When you first enter, it doesn't feel like Christmas yet. They don't have the Christmas decorations on Buena Vista Street, just like they don't really have it up yet on Main Street. But they've cleared the previous holiday, so you don't see the purple and the bats and the headless horseman. All of that's gone. And over the course of this week, just about everything for the holiday will go up. But it's what they've done in the back of the park that's really spectacular. But there's a little bit on Hollywood Boulevard, and we'll take a look at that first. We're not going to take you entirely through Hollywood Land because there's nothing to see back there. We'll show you what the decorations look like on Hollywood Boulevard. Then we'll kind of circle back to Carthay Circle and then up to Cars Land, which is really looking great. Now, on the left-hand side of the street, still a little bit of Halloween in the windows. There's the Silly Symphony, I don't know which one it's from, the Ghost House one. There's kind of two skeletons there, skeleton dance-ish on the right. But on this side, all of the windows have been decorated for the holidays. So Outwater ink and paint and the candy, trolley treats, candies have all been decorated for the holidays. Very vintage, lots of fun. Now I'm trying to figure out vintage decor for Walt's mansion up in the Hollywood Hills for this holiday season, but this is great inspiration, simple. I like it. We're gonna loop back down Hollywood Boulevard. It is weird for me to be in a theme park in LA and saying, oh, we're going to Hollywood Boulevard, when the real Hollywood Boulevard isn't that far away. No bats in the Belfry. I would be fine with the bats being up year-round. They could be delivering holiday treats to people.
Or they could be hanging upside down.
Yep.
They don't have to be flying out of it.
When I asked my mother where babies came from, she didn't say stork. Bats.
Bats?
Yeah, delivered by bats.
Wow.
I was dropped off by what do they call a group of bats? It's not a murder, that would be crows. Come on, folks, help me out here. A bunch of bats are called, not a flamboyance. It's not a flamboyance of bats or a crash. It's not a bloat. So just a quick little sojourn into Hollywood Land, Hollywood Boulevard. Again, we don't quite know how this land is going to start changing beginning at the first of the year, because the first closures for Avatar Land construction will begin at the first of the year. So will this stay or go, or will it just be that back portion back by where Monsters Inc. is? We don't know. But you can see the tinsel, the vintagey looking Santa Claus. These are the type of decor that you would have seen in the 40s and 50s in small town America. Mickey's Clubhouse there, a little overly blown out on your video. But it doesn't look too bad, right? And
I like the tinsel. It's so classic Hollywood.
I love it. I like two kinds of Christmas. Bright, flashy, colorful, and then really rustic. Like carved wooden ornaments and candles and that kind of thing. We're not going in. I just wanted to show you merry and bright store display here in Hollywood Land. As you can see, the whole store has been decked out. Joy to the world. A Disney holiday magic celebration. It's a store that you would find Halloween costumes in, Halloween clothes just days ago. And now a very vintagey looking Christmas. Lots of wonderful character art this year. Very mid-century inspired. It's kind of my favorite era for Mickey and Friends, was that late 40s, 50s, early 60s look that those characters had. Wonderful.
And it's nice that they're focusing on the six, not just the Five or the Fab Four.
No, it's the Fab Six. The sickening six. A colony camp or cloud of bats.
I love that.
Debbie, you are the winner. Ding, 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 ding. And Craig also says colony, yes, but also cloud, camp, or flock.
I like the cloud.
A cloud of bats?
Yes.
I think a camp of bats. I think we're fairly campy. If we had to be bats.
Well, I like the cloud because I'm thinking it's like a black cloud, like the Eeyore cloud.
I'm just a little black rain cloud. What does it say up here? A 70th celebration world premiere. So Halloween no more. They're celebrating the 70th. We'll see if that all changes to some sort of a Christmassy phrase by next Friday. There's a lot of things they've reverted back to their normal state for just basically 1 or 2 weeks. Also, we'll peek at the wait times here as we go by. Sue also likes the nostalgic feeling of the characters. I couldn't agree more. I think if you're going to do at holiday time Disney characters, don't make it be the really cartoony new versions. Make it the classic. Longest waits, 85 minutes for Radiator Springs Racers, 45 minutes in Cretacoaster, 50 minutes Monsters Inc. Little Mermaid, 25 minutes, 20 minutes for Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. Really long wait, 60 minutes for Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, 40 minutes Goofy Sky School. That is really fairly long waits for a Thursday in the off season. This is the off season. Only one thing to blame for that: $104 tickets. I'm not complaining. I think it's good they have $104 tickets. I wish there were more of them. There's a booth hidden back there. There's a gate there off the parade route that they use for special events and things. And I see one of the Festival of the Holidays booths hidden back there. We'll be able to see it over here. There's a peekaboo spot. Hear the water rushing at Grizzly. Truly a wonderful, reassuring sound. My ASMR video for you tonight. We'll listen to the water. But we are sneaking over to peek in and see Grandma's recipes. Hiding back there. Oh, Grandma, and your recipes. What do you have for us this year, Granny? Something delicious, I hope. I'm betting that's where the gingerbread cookie is. Grandma's recipe. I'm just guessing. I really don't have any idea. Do you know? You do not know?
But I am excited for gingerbread cookies.
I want the Mickey-shaped gingerbread cookies so bad. I think they already have them in the grand lobby.
Already?
Yes, somebody told me there were already gingerbreads there. But I don't know.
Halloween.
Oh, maybe they were.
I mean, they should be gone by now.
And directly across from us is the next on the parade route, Merry Mashups. There aren't that many booths this year, and each booth, Suzanne, sadly, has very few items. This booth, I believe, has one savory and one sweet item, and everything else is alcohol. So you see what their focus is. But $9.25, you can get a holiday mash bowl with chicken, cheddar mashed potatoes, turkey gravy, and cranberry stuff and crunch. And then a holiday M&M's eclair filled with milk chocolate mousse topped with whipped ganache and M&M's milk chocolate minis. I would not say no to that. Either of them. They both sound great to me, but that's it. It's really just those two items, and everything else is like Avatar Blue Punch and an Avatar Blue tropical cocktail and then a berry punch. They have 3 cocktails and only 2 items. Merry Drunkmas.
I don't like the unnatural colors.
Now, what do you think about doing Halloween and Christmas in Avengers Campus?
Yes, why not?
I don't understand. Do superheroes not celebrate the season?
Superheroes.
Do those heathens not celebrate?
No, Marvel used to put out comic book holiday edition.
We need a campaign. We need a change.org. This is just beautiful.
It's the Hanukkah tree.
Oh my gosh. They had all of the lights dripping for Halloween in purple and green. And now, look at it for the holidays, the bluish lights, but they're twinkling. You're right, it does look, I think cars are mostly Jewish. No, they're definitely not. When you get in there, it's season speedings. So they do a honk in Halloween by Frosty the Snow Car, but he also looks a little bit like Abraham Lincoln. Possibly beautiful. That is amazing. I just love this. I love the whole thing. I want trees like that. I want a billboard. I want a snow car. And then if you look down Route 66, the colorful lights, I think we ought to go in. What do you think, Daniel? All right. You gave that general... So much holiday stuff, Ando. Sue, it's absolutely beautiful. That's right. Nish says that the Hawkeye show on Disney Plus was set during Christmas. It sure was. Right over here we have a Christmas tree with decor. It's all got like car parts and rust.
For the ornament.
Yep. Fillmore's Taste In. I wish this was more of a real cafe or something. All this room here, there could be tables. They could be serving, you know, oil tea and... We're over here at Mater's Junkyard Jamboree. Look at these beautiful lights. He's got the classic Christmas colors this year, the kind of sepia version of white and red and green, very vintagey. And then his sign is covered in garland. I imagine that eventually will light up. There's also a tree over here made out of tires. And a giant spark plug on top. Sarge's has his red, white, and blue fireworks on top. He also has a tree, red, white, and blue. And then the tree on the other side, also a red and blue base with a white twinkly top. Now that is pretty. This is one of my favorite things. Thank you, Susanna. I'm glad you pointed this out, because they do this only for Halloween and Christmas. The rest of the year, there are no movie posters up at all. Please go ahead. But there's Snowy, so you're right, that is his name. Snowy the Snowman, the Lug Cracker, Cool Runnings over there, Coolant Runnings, and the Santa Clutch. All of those are shorts that Pixar should actually make. Don't you think it would be wonderful if they made the shorts for the Halloween and Christmas posters?
And then they could show them in one of the empty theaters.
They could have a little theater here. There's room. Particularly since they took the expansion pad for Cars Land and gave it to Avengers Campus. So that's partially where they're building the 2 new attractions, is on the expansion pad. We were supposed to have gotten a drive-in restaurant, kind of like the Sci-Fi Diner at Disney Studios in Florida, but ours would have been Pixar Cars themed. Amazing, right?
That would have been cute.
Wonderful. And almost happened several times, and then they ended up giving it to Avengers Campus. But if they could carve out just a little bit of room for a small theater like the one we have on Main Street and play shorts based on these little fake movies.
Play it in Sally's office.
Shall we head in here to Cozy Cone Motel for a second and enjoy the fact that they have removed the scary faces from the cones already, and here we have all this gold garland up everywhere.
Are the gingerbread houses out in the office?
Well, that is a marvelous question. There's no character here right now, so I'll stand here and take pictures with the guests while you look in at, there it is. We're gonna look in on that. Look, it's a gingerbread Cozy Cone Motel setup. They should sell this. I would have this in my home in a heartbeat. The little reception office, the sign, the ginger cones, the beautiful tree back there. You see that?
They should turn these into those, the real ones.
They should turn them into gingerbread.
Yeah.
Suzanne, you're hired. You're the new head of the resort. As far as I'm concerned, greatest idea. Water wheel is working.
Oh, I know remember that before, the star ornament.
They will eventually, I believe, have that tinsel garland on them.
Uh,
I think it's just the framework for that. They probably ran out or it didn't look right, so they have the frames up. Lovely. I'm in heaven. I'm in heaven. I love the lights. This is what the Disneyland Resort lacks overall in the last 5 years. They've really been cutting back on the number of lights they put up into trees. But in Cars Land, they go all out. And I just wish that on Big Thunder Trail and throughout New Orleans Square, all those places would have just dripping in lights.
yes.
If
Big
Six
Thunder Trail
yes,
used
if
to
Six
look
Flags can do it and Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland can certainly do it. And they have so much wonderful decor, but look at how much more magical the decor is when it is lit by all of these beautiful lights. Isn't this amazing? Oh, I'm loving it. I'm ready for the holidays.
Yeah.
A week ago, I was so sad that Halloween was ending, but I'm ready.
Friday.
Next Friday, a week from
Yeah.
tomorrow. Tree up at Ramon's. Now, just earlier today, I looked up his name and already I've forgotten. So this is Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters, but the little guy, the little blue guy, his name is, do you remember? Guido. But Guido moves his eyes around and he talks.
Sometimes he talks.
He just talked.
He just talked.
But we didn't hear it probably.
And he moved his eyes.
And he moved his eyes briefly. They will have a holiday soundtrack on the attraction right now. It's in normal mode, but look, they already have the Tower of Christmas lights. Remember the hubcaps all had, I think, eyes or something during Halloween?
Oh, yes, during Halloween.
And already it's been switched. So it's really amazing how they're able to redo this area. Stanley was also a witch just a week ago. And there were eyes projected in those windows. But here we are now with wreaths. And let's see. Does he have a Santa hat on? I believe he does.
Stanley's already Santa.
Yeah, Santa Stanley. Although I love it when he's a witch.
Yes.
And these wreaths back here are made out of the air filters. Isn't that great? Guido is adorable. We couldn't agree more, Becky. Yeah, I agree. I'm also not a huge fan of Disney California Adventure, but the night lighting packages, particularly for Halloween and Christmas, blow Disneyland away. Disneyland has all but given up on lighting and things like that. I do hope that we see Halloween move back to Disneyland next year, and that causes them to shift the budget back there for a little while so they can get some new things.
I mean, at least the Castle and Small World have all the lights. Maybe that's all they can afford.
You know, I've never noticed that before, but Curios there says Radiator Winter Curios
Yes.
on the sign.
And they usually have snow on it, so I wonder if they will add
I
snow.
imagine there's a lot still coming. We can't quite see, folks, but the end of the line for the road that connects to Avengers Campus is right there, just past Luigi's Flying Tires, or Rollickin' Roadsters. And looks like there's some new construction back there, like there's a wall going in, but that is about where they're building that show building for the two new attractions. It'll be a while before we get back there again. Not worth our going all the way over there to look at nothing in the dark, but it's a great Christmas tree over here that looks like it's made out of oil cans.
The
Or
winter
batteries?
hoods are in Ramon's
Oh, we got to
windows,
look at that
too.
too. But did you ever notice that there's a grill out here?
Yes, they used to have utensils and stuff in there. Forks and knives for people who are eating here. But
Motor oil tree. Well done, Imagineers. Well done. And this purple tree at Ramon's is really stunning as well. But all of the hoods get changed. There's a regular set of hoods for every window. Then there's a Christmas set of hoods. And there's also a Halloween set of hoods.
yes.
So, but these are the Christmas ones that are up now. I'm not going to show you all of them. Definitely worth your coming back to see. We have about 9 minutes left on our live and 10% battery.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a battery warning. Morning, Bill Robinson. But we're headed into a really pretty part of the park. But I think that the battery is going to last just about as long as the live.
So if we disappear, you'll know why.
Exactly right. This ride was down earlier. Right now the cars are vrooming by as the refurbishment is done here. Finished up a few weeks ago, but looking really good in Radiator Springs Racers. They resurfaced part of the outdoor portion of the track so that when it rains, they can keep the ride running. Look how pretty that is at night. They will eventually do a bit of a holiday overlay in the lighting package back here. It's all LED lighting. They changed the lights up a little bit for Christmas just to make it look a little spookier. And then at Christmas time, oftentimes they will light this in red and green lighting. Make it a little more festive.
One of the novelty items for holiday time is a character had a string of lights on him.
I agree. Again, amazing observation. Suzanne has really put on her park president hat today, and folks, I can't say that I'm thrilled yet with the direction our new park president is going. I was hoping that he was going to be able to kind of revamp the way the resort was handling entertainment and festivals, but so far we've seen a reduction in entertainment and festival offerings and a layoff and reduction in hours. And while I know a lot of that comes from above his pay grade, it's disturbing nonetheless. A little bit of Christmas decor up in San Francisco. Wasn't that magical to go through Cars Land?
Cars Land's always magical.
A full week before the start of the holiday, and I feel like we're already in holiday mode.
Yeah.
You know, like a little teaser, a little palate cleanser to get you all ready for the holidays to come. These lights look already in holiday color mode over here, and the lanterns seem to fit in just perfectly with the holidays. Beautiful lights up over Ritas, margaritas. Aunt Cass doesn't seem to have much decor. And then Cocina Cucamonga over here. And what could be more holiday than birria tacos? Maybe birria tacos stuffed with stuffing and turkey
Well,
and
tamales.
and gravy? Tamales for sure. We're headed back out to the parade route briefly before we lose our battery because there are a couple of more booths to look at, and then we will say our adieus. The music in there reminds me of K-pop Demon Hunter, which I have been loving. Have you watched it?
Oh, shoot. Are you okay?
There's a, I have to show everybody. There is a post in the ground right there. I'm looking forward and talking to Suzanne and missing the post that just got me somewhere that no man wants to get hit. And if I'm singing a little higher, Suzanne, you'll know why. Oh my gosh, I can't believe how much that hurts. Oh gosh.
Yes, K-pop Demon Hunter. I've seen it. I love it.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Yes.
Eric and I have been watching that at home, listening to the music.
It's so good. Stairs.
Thank you. Old man Dusty climbing the stairs, falling into everything. Look at that. What you can't quite make out, folks, because it's dark right now, but by day you see is that there is garland between the strands of light. They do have a couple of booths to our left, but we're going to head briefly to our right, just to show you a couple more booths and what they will be offering sometime this week. And while the festival officially kicks off on Friday, so everything, all the entertainment, all the booths, all the merch will be out by Friday, they tend to open this early, sometimes 2 or even 3 days. So by Wednesday, it could be open, or some of them could be open, or all of them, and they'll be serving most of the food. Sometimes those novelty items wait until the day up, sometimes they don't, and sometimes the merch shows up early as well.
Also, the pass, the food pass.
Yes.
I believe the last festival they were selling it even on the soft open.
Yep. And that doesn't always happen, so you never know. A chorizo queso fundido with tortilla chips, cookie and cream hazelnut cocoa. So this one has one savory item and everything else is drinks. One item.
Yeah.
That's a bummer, Suzanne. They used to have multiple items in every booth. 2, 3, 4. The cookies booth had a whole bunch of different cookies. They've given up on all of that. It's 1, maybe 2 items each booth, and then drinks. This booth, same thing. Holiday turkey leg and a beef brisket slider. That's it. Everything else is cocktail.
I mean, for that price, I'd just go to Hungry Bear and get a
$16.75, and it's not Sip and Savor eligible. Almost $17 for a turkey leg.
No thanks.
I'm sorry. I can't abide that. That's crazy. Beef brisket slider, almost $10 for one slider.
Yeah.
One slider. We were just at not Festival of Holidays, but Food and Wine at Epcot. Vastly larger menu. Not only do they have far more booths, but each booth has more items, and the prices are lower. $6, $7, $8. So the prices here are crazy. The portions are smaller, but that makes me mad. Almost $17 for a holiday turkey leg. Bah humbug, I say. Pardon me, boy. Do they still have that goose down at the butcher shop? All right, we're headed back here. We're taking a U-turn. We're U-turning and we're headed to Little Mermaid in our last seconds here before we lose our battery. Yes, Craig, where is that free tortilla? You can still get a sliver of sourdough bread at the Bodine Bakery. But of course, with the tortilla factory long gone, no free tortilla for you. MiceChat should do that, though. We should just go to the grocery store and buy flour tortillas and then hand them out in that spot. They don't even have the free chocolate square at Ghirardelli like they used to give away. At least you used to get a free piece of chocolate. So it'll be hard to see. Little Mermaid has been up and down today as well. Been having some issues, but it is open at the moment. But they have this lovely sea theme to the garland at the front of the attraction. And there are fish and shells in the garland. So lots of beautiful things. See it by day, it's loverly. Also very, very pretty at night. And as we walk back towards Grizzly, we prepare to say our farewells as the battery light blinks that it is about to shut down. Perfect timing. I have to tell you all, I absolutely love doing the live every week. Sometimes we're joined by Suzanne. Sometimes Mike, who will be having his own show at Walt Disney World. You never know who might show up on the MiceChat Live, or who we'll run into in the parks. But the one thing I do know is that I'm feeling hungry. I'm feeling ready for Christmas. And I'm feeling like I might be spinning out of control because the holidays are almost here and all of you are with us. Come see me at the Disney Mansion this weekend. We have tours this Saturday and next Saturday and Sunday. You can find out all about it, MiceChat.com, or go to our Instagram and click the link in bio. Link in bio has everything you need to know. Oh no, oh no, oh no. We're truly spinning fast. I'll see you all again real soon, I promise. Bye-bye. Thanks for joining us.